in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bland. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will come out first. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority. Number 1 for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. He's looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So South Carolina's offense will get the ball for the first time. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to the ground game on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to him. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Runs through a tackle. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the run, it's Sticky. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Finds a man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out last time, now they'll look for some plays that work. Complete to start this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. It didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He's got it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He'll keep it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Trying the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Got it in the middle. It's awesome. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Give to the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding. He'll
bring it out. It's Bland. Gets it across the 20 to the 28. 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Bully ball on third and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Underwood. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Look out, he's got room. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barry Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and he lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. You can tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David. There he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Finds his man. It's Adams. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Nice move to keep running. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Defense looks as if it's coming. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright and through. That'll bring him to within 4.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Dotson. Release to the back. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Off the play fake on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's ball. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Number 35 on field goal.
It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And the Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB.
And the defense brings the blitz. And how about the QB? Really nice job understanding. If I can hang on to this just a little bit longer, it gives my receiver an opportunity to run a better route and get more time to create more space. Nice job hanging in there, taking the hit, and getting the completion off of it.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Gamecocks are on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Lefevre. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Gamecocks will try to convert on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking offense.
A fortuitous penalty here. The defense had stopped them, but this offense, thanks to the flag, will have a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Breaks into the open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. To throw, it's Overton. Big guy smells it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. Quickly complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Off the play fake. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The Gamecocks come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Overton. Throws to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Caught in the backfield, it's Hart. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Here's an